Hey, it's Victoria. Today I want to do a tutorial on a treat holder that I came up with. This is one of my favorite candies, and I thought I would do a tutorial on that because you can always find them for at least 3 or 4 holidays a year. I know they have Christmas, I think Easter, 4th of July. They have a bunch of different holidays that they come out with special candies for it. So it's for Sixlets. So I love Sixlets. I've loved them since I was a little kid. So I thought it would be great to actually make a little treat holder for these. So this is what I'm going to do. This is the treat holder. So it is 3 inches across. So it's actually fairly small. It's not too big. But it does have a little added on piece on the inside, which I really think is essential when you're doing a treat holder with something like this. I've seen a lot of treat holders, and when you have something that's sticking up like this out of there, they move inside, they fall out the sides, and I wanted to make sure I did one that it stays in place. This thing is not going anywhere, so that's essential to it. But it fits 3 of them, and you could do 2 and do them farther apart if you wanted to. But this is the one I made, and I will show you how to do it. I actually have a few other samples. I'll set these over here. This one. And this one. Obviously, these are all holiday ones, so. And this. And then this one. So today we're going to do this one. So let's get started. So the first thing you're going to need is a piece of cardstock. Now I use 110 pound cardstock because it's really strong, and I think they sit so much better when they're really nice and strong paper that you're using. So I would suggest you use 110 pound. You can get a whole pack of 110 pound cardstock from Walmart. You get 150 pieces. I think it's like $5.76 or something like that, less than $6 for 150 pieces. So that's really good. So you need 3x9 piece of paper, and I used 11 inch paper, so 8.5 by 11. So the extra piece that comes off of that is 2 inches, and that's exactly what you need for the inside piece. So if you just cut that all the way across, you know, do your 3-inch piece and then do it at 9 inches, you already have your other piece already cut. And then for pattern paper, you're going to need, and you can do the same thing. Some of these papers that I've used on here are double-sided. So one side you can use for the top, and the bottom one or the other side you can use for the bottom. So if you cut it at 2 7/8 all the way down, then you're just going to cut one piece at 2 3/8, and then the other piece at 1 7/8. So that. And then I just use for the front, I use this EK Success banner punch. So there's that. And I have my Tim Holtz 1/2-inch circle punch. This is amazing. I love this punch. And then I just used, this is an EK Success snowflake, so you can use whatever. This is actually from the Amuse Studio, Christmas in Our Town. It's an old set, but I loved the Sweet Holiday Wishes. Because I thought, because it's a sweet treat, I thought it'd be a great idea, so I'm using that. And then just some ATG glue, and let's get started. So the first thing you're going to do is score it at 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches, 3.5 inches, and 4.5 inches. So that's the first piece. And then the smaller piece, you're going to score this at 1/2 inch and then 1.5 inches. So that's all the scoring you're going to do. So that's this. Get your tool, and you're going to burnish all the edges. I just love this paper. It's just such nice paper. So this first one, you're going to take your 1/2 inch circle punch, and you're going to go flush with the edge of that. And then you're going to go flush with the other side. And then I just eyeball it in the middle, but if you really wanted to, you could mark it at 1.5 inches directly in the middle, but I just eyeball it and make sure the two circles are about the same, and it usually comes out perfect every time, so it's not a big deal. And then with the other piece, which is the 2x3, you're going to burnish that again, and then you're going to do the exact same thing. Flush with one edge, flush with the other edge, and you're going to eyeball it in the middle again. It's exactly the same then. So now you can do this two different ways. I actually like to just use my ATG gun and make sure there's none in the hole part there that's going to stick anywhere else. And I usually just fold this up, and you're going to just fold it up like that. Okay, so that's going to create that box. So you can do this either way. You can do it on there beforehand, and I've done it before, but I don't mind actually doing it this way. So I just put glue on each side of that small one, and then I just slide it in, and I just make sure it's flush on the bottom there, and press that in, and then I do the exact same thing on the other side. And then you can just press it down, and then that's going to make it go really nice and flat. And then when you fold that up, it's exactly what you want. So that's exactly what you're looking for. So you want that little part here that they're going to fit right into. So then you're going to take your next two pieces. Now these are pattern paper. You can use whatever you want. I just have two coordinating. Actually, I really love to have, if you have the holiday, you know, the red, white, and green, I really like to have red, white, and green paper. I like how that looks really nice. This looks really nice, but I like the paper matching, actually, the Sixlets. So you're going to take your ATG gun, put some glue on there, and you're just going to line that up. And same thing with this one. This is such an easy box. I love it. I have been wanting to make a box and make it my own design for a long time. So that's all you're going to do with that. Take your little sentiment. I just cut a little square, a rectangle actually, and then you're just going to line that up. You can use whatever. I've done a circle one before on it, but I kind of like the banner. Some ATG on there. That. And then the little snowflake, I just put one snowflake at the top. That's basically all it is. And then you're going to grab your Sixlets, and I put the middle one in first, so put the middle one in and then just twist it a little bit, goes right in. Just twist it a little bit. They fit right in the 1/2-inch hole spot, so you're not going to have a problem with that. And that's all there is to it. It's so simple and easy. You can actually put a ribbon or twine around this part, but that's all you need. It's such a fun, easy one, and I just really wanted to come up with something that was something I created, because, you know, everybody's always, I'm always copying everybody's off the internet and YouTube, and I just wanted to do one on my own and do that. So this is the same thing. Takes little paper. You have tons of scrap paper, I'm sure, at home that you can use for these two pieces here. So I hope you enjoyed that. Have a great day. Thank you.